Welcome to The Average Rook. We are playing Pass the Fear, an indie action roguelite developed by PlayMud Studio and published by Paris Games. In this game, you play as one of 4 adventurers who have been roped into a crew by unforeseen circumstances. You are stranded on an island, as you can see here, surrounded by corruption in the form of a storm wall, and you must escape the island within 12 hours or you're doomed. This game aims to have a multitude of customization with weapons, powers, and tarot cards, and contains bullet hell mechanics. This is only a demo, but the devs aim to have a full release of the game sometime this year, and I want to thank the Indie XP for gifting me a review key for this demo. So let's give it a go. Single player, here we go. Alright, so we're already start the action right now. We've got a character here. This is like a knight with a bucket helmet from what I could tell of the Steam store page. We can move around. Doesn't give us any more than this. We can shoot with the left mouse button. Right mouse button doesn't seem to do anything. I guess we can dodge. Okay, we can dodge through, obviously we can shoot these, and we can dodge through them. We just gotta aim a little bit. Hemorrhage. Okay, that's a weird way to say die. Unless that is an ability. Okay, I'm guessing this hemorrhage is some kind of... We seem to have an ability already. Pick up. Okay, I don't know why I picked that up. But for some reason, we already seem to have an ability where if we knock, if we knock enemies down to a 50% health, they hemorrhage, otherwise known as they die at 50% health. Oh, they're still coming. Okay. They are still coming. Where are they even coming from? Okay, what is further up here in this tutorial of ours? We seem to have a special... Oh, hello.
Mr. Hunter, please help me.
What happened?
There was a loud explosion in the city earlier, and then a lot of monsters appeared in the forest.
So many low-tier witches, we need to get out of here quickly. This place isn't safe. Where's the nearest harbor?
There's a harbor in the city. I'll take you there.
Okay, so are they following us, or they just seem to be staying here? I thought they would be following us around. Okay, I guess we just go forwards. Okay, what else have we got here? We got some... Oh dear. That's some of the bullet hell stuff. How is it that we're killing enemies, right, just at 50% health? Seems a little bit odd. Also, there is a trunk that appears to be, I'm assuming that's full of blood. Either that or it's concentrated mana. And we've got a, some sort of portal or barrier that doesn't appear to do anything to us. We've got a chest here that I guess gives us a weapon. Okay, we've got a reward. Demon Hunter Crossbow has less DPS. Hemorrhage build-up 46%, critical chance 15. Bullet Steel 15% acid damage. Weapon effect dodge increases damage of the next shot by 50%. Or Ice Lance Launcher. It has higher DPS, I'm assuming that's what it is. And I assume what we've got right now. Oh, and we can equip that. Aha. That's the character details. So this seems to have the same sort of DPS that we already have, but it only has the one shot. And then frost weapons hit cause enemies to accumulate freeze buildup. Freeze deals 150% frost damage, freezes enemies for 2 seconds. I guess I'll grab that. And I suppose I can customize. I just go onto the tab, I suppose. We've got the ice... Can I get rid of my old barrel? It just gives a physical damage 15%. Old barrel active battle skill fires a grenade dealing 300 physical battle skill damage to enemies in the area. Cooldown 6 seconds. Wonder if I want to place it on this. 59 DPS, hemorrhage build up 20%. I don't even know what hemorrhage does. It doesn't even say. So how do I swap to my... Oh, I can do it on the 1 and 2. Primary and secondary. And then we seem to have an icon here for some reason, but I have no idea what it means. So what's around the rest of the area? We've got an icon here. Why do we have even the icons here? We've got the gun that's here, and then we've got the special that's here, and I have no idea what it means. And, oh. Can I go back? Nope, it doesn't appear to be that I can go back. Alright, not bad, not bad. So I guess that was the effect of the first pistol that we had. That when enemies get to 50%, they hemorrhage and they die. I wonder if I can, like, properly examine that. I don't know. Character details. Doesn't say hemorrhage on here. Basic skill, Novice is Lucky. Every 30 seconds, Jester gains Novice is Lucky, allowing him to dodge the next hit, after which it is consumed. Or Justice Heart. Fueled by the Justice Heart, Jester rallies his courage, increasing fire rate and reload speed by 60% for 8 seconds. So let me just go back to this. Can I even look at this at all? It doesn't say what hemorrhage does. It doesn't say it on here either. Also, that music seems to be quite loud. Alright, well, I guess I'll just swap back to this. And we'll continue on. We've got another chest here. Seems to be another reward. Okay, so this is giving us gear for ourselves. We've got Shod Boots. Dodge enters Overload for 2 seconds. During Overload, all Overload effects take damage. While in Overload, movement speed and dodge distance is increased by 40%. We've got a Lightning Amulet. Fire rate plus 8%. Reload speed plus 8%, which is not bad. And then Deadly Amulet, which gives critical damage 20%. I think I might go for the Lightning Amulet. That might be more beneficial to us. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, that's the indicator of the doorways, the choices that we can take. So one is going to lead to a gun, and one's going to lead to a mystery chest. Let's go for the gun. Let's take our chances with that. Alright, so we've already got enemies here, and some explosive barrels that we've already just wasted. Now I'm just gonna swap to this. Or maybe that's not it. Oh no, that's not a 50% insta-kill, it's just if it builds up to full, and then it gets increased damage. So that's what that means. Alright, I'm just gonna blow these up. Make sure there's nothing else that I can grab. There's a lot of, like, eye candy around here than your standard Hades like. And then open this up. What we got here? We got Ice Lance Launcher that we already have, so we don't need another one of those. We could grab Glacier, which is 54 DPS, frost bullet damage 21 to 31, freeze build-up, bullet steal 11% lightning damage. When ice bullets hit an enemy, 3 glacier shots split off and fire backward. Glacier shots deal 20% of the damage of ice bullets. So it seems that we have to maybe swap out. Okay. What about this? Is this any better? 20 to 31, come in. Bullet steal 11% lightning damage. Maybe we'll grab this one. Okay, I don't mind that one. Alright, now we've got a choice of bullet or coin. I think I might go for... Well, I might go for coin. Okay, just be careful of the, Oh, there's spawning enemies. I almost got hit by that, that projectile. So it's starting to feel like... With the chibi-like, characters and enemies, it's starting to feel like if they made Castle Crashers as a roguelite. Alright, what have we got as a reward? We've got coins. We've got... I have no idea what that says because the 60 FPS is in the way. We've got 52 coins. And nothing else around us. And we only seem to have the one pathway, so I don't know, maybe we'll get to a story thing if we go through this. So let's go through it and see what happens. Oh, we've got a shop. Alright, that didn't show up as an icon. Oh, ooh, we've got a lot. We've also got a person here that we can't seem to talk to. Maybe they're just in charge of the restock. I'm assuming that's what this is. So what we got here? We've got vitality. This seems to be relics. Relic, weapon pots, weapon. The ice lance launcher again, and then an element potion destroys 1 relic. Relics of the same element drop rate plus 10% during this game. So we have to sacrifice one of our relics in order to increase the drop rate of relics that have the same elements. I don't understand what that means. Well, let's see what we've got here. Vitality Flower, when carried, grants 8 stacks of growth. Fragment permanently grants 2 stacks of growth. What does growth do? Each stack of growth increases your max health by 1. Okay, that's not bad. What about this? Swamp Fang. When triggering transmutation included hemorrhage, freeze, disruption, corrosion, ignition, 5 kinds of effects. Leaves a dead water patch, dealing 20% acid damage per second to enemies inside for 3 seconds. Fragment permanently grants 2 stacks of growth. What's Fragment? The effect triggered when this item is dismantled. So I'm guessing that's like a permanent effect to us. Permanently grants 2 stacks of growth. Okay, and then this one. Triggering transmutation causes enemies to bleed continuously, dealing 20% physical damage per second for 3 seconds. We could buy... what about this Iron Guard? Grants 5% damage for each enemy in your area up to 20%. And then it's got a battle skill. Places 4 burning iron turrets around you for 10 seconds. Each burning iron turret fires a piercing shot every second, dealing 5 physical damage, which is considered bullet damage. That tickles my fancy. I don't know what's that's... Well, I guess that's already going on to... I might swap the weapons, maybe. But there's also this I could buy. I've got enough for it. Sure, let's grab that. Can we apply that to ourselves at all? Or maybe that's just an effect that we have for the rest of the time that it's here. Okay, I'm going to swap this one around, and I'm going to have it on this. Over here, we've got a priestess of some kind who can restore 30% of our health for 15 coins. We don't have any coins to spend on it, but we don't need the hailing because we've already got 100%. So let's, well, I've got everything, and we can't really buy any more, so let's head on. What's the chance that this big area is going to have a boss? Also, can I shoot these? No, the crows are just gonna fly away. It almost feels like, the sort of, like, slightly staticky, characters. Just kind of like, if the certain segments were on, like, a little, like a pin. Like, if you were to cut out a character and put their, limbs onto, like, pins so that you can move the joints, that's kind of what this is feeling like, which gives me vibes of, there was a roguelite called, a very old roguelite, not relatively done well, called Our Darker Purpose, which is kind of like a, like an Isaac-like, and the animation of this kind of reminds me of it. Oh. Okay, little hattie. That all sounds Scandinavian. Oh, okay, they're summoning wolves. Okay, so that's how we do it. Nearly got hit by that, but we seem to be doing just fine for now. Now I'm just gonna move this a little bit closer. We're just close to getting rid of its health entirely. Uh-oh. We still haven't gotten hit yet. Uh-oh. We might get hit then. There's the wolves. Just a little bit more. And now it's dead. So we've got a lot of mysteries here. We've got an unidentified relic. Choose a relic. Ooh, hello. We've got some good choices here. Let's go backwards to forwards. Crimson Ruby, when dealing battle skill damage, adds 35 main weapon transmutation buildup, max once per second. Interesting. Blaze Bullet. Final shot, there's a low chance to additionally fire a flame bullet. That pierces enemy damage. Enemies dealing 100% fire damage. Fragment permanently grants 2 stacks of ember. I don't know what that means. And then Hydra Necklace, which is an epic one. When the health is full, plus 2 projectiles. If current health exceeds 100, you are considered at full health. Fragment permanently grants 8 stacks of growth. I don't know how we even get the fragment. How do we, like, disassemble it? Or dismantle it? But I think I might get the Hydra necklace. And then we've got, unidentified tarot card. Ooh, hello. Fate choice. Judgment reversed. When dealing damage to enemies on full health, directly subtract 60% of their health. However, enemies restore 50% of max health over the next 10 seconds. That doesn't seem like something I would want to take. Tower reversed. Grants a legendary relic. Your chance to drop legendary relics is increased by 1%. For each legendary item you hold, it increases by an additional 1% up to 15%. That sounds awesome, actually. And then the Magician. First shot turns into a magic bullet. Enemies hit are transformed into rabbits for 2 seconds, and you deal 100% damage to rabbits. That would be pretty nice, but only on the first shot. I think I might grab this one. This one seems to be the better one. And then what have we got here? Thunder Arrow. First shot fires an additional Thunder Arrow that pierces enemies along its path, dealing 200% lightning damage, while an Overload instantly reloads your bullets. Aha. Okay, still don't know what Overload is. And then we've got the unidentified weapon. We keep seeing the Ice Lance launcher. We haven't seen the Eagle Eye, though. But do I want it? It's a shotgun. Or more like a blunderbuss. Physical, it's got hemorrhage. I suppose we can swap that out for this. Hold on. I will need to get rid of my, this. Can I just... I don't want to swap it. I just want to get rid of it. Okay, fine. We'll swap it for the old musket. Oh, so that automatically goes to us. I thought that the pot was going to drop. And then unidentified weapon parts. We've got electrified arrowhead. Reload enters overload for 2 seconds. While in overload, bullets deal an extra 20 lightning damage, which is pretty nice. Or sticky. Transmutation deals an extra 20 acid damage. Sticky active, next shot erodes the enemy for 3 seconds, causing them to take 100 acid battle skill damage per second. Each tick has a 25% chance to directly trigger corrosion. I think we'll go for the electrified arrowheads, maybe. Alright, so we've got choices between the mystery box and the coin. I do need some coin, but I'm gonna go for the mystery box. Alright, what have we got here? So that is always on the first shot. Okay, there's some more here. That's just directing us to the chest, which appears to be quite ornate. All right, we've got an epic one, or a legendary rather. We've got Time Thieving Ring, battle skill damage plus 200%, battle skill cooldown plus 100%. So it's both a good and a bad. Thunder Hand, using ultimate, enters overload for 10 seconds. While in overload, each shot has a chance to fire chain lightning, dealing 170% lightning damage to the target, bouncing up to 4 times. Or Unbreakable Barrier, Embarkation, grants 1 armor. When being hit, you won't take damage greater than your armor. Armor cap 999. You will receive an additional 100% armor when granted armor. Maybe we might go for that one, just for defense purposes. So let me just check. Let me check this. So the Thunder Arrow is probably what was giving us the Thunder Arrow every first shot every time. Still don't know what gives the overload. I still haven't worked that out. All right, we went for the mystery box the last time, so maybe we should go for the coin this time. That might be the good idea. God, I wish I had I wish I could like move my mouse some of these and it could tell me what it is. But that isn't happening. Okay, so, whoa, that was a lot of damage then. Just get rid of these. Oh, haven't got hit yet. That one's heat seeking. Okay. Was that it? I'm not getting an okay, there's the indicator. And then there's the coins. So now we've got a choice between more coins or another mystery box. I think I might want to try the mystery box this time. Okay, who we got now? Oh, Injured Hunter. Hello? Share some blood with me, and I will reward you. Costs 15 health to obtain a relic. Costs 50 health to obtain 3 relics. Refuse a trade. You know what? Have as much, like, blood as you need. I hope these are helpful to you. Okay, we got a good amount for our blood. I suppose that encourages donations, which is very nice. We've got 3. We've got the healing herb. Destination restores 3 health. Permanently grants 2 stacks of growth. Mercury toxin vial. When dealing damage, if the enemy is not under corrosion, apply corrosion. Okay. Also, our character appears to be bugging out, so I'm gonna have to hold him here. And then the vitality flower we saw before. Still don't know. Oh, that increases the max health. Let's go for this one. I'm pretty sure we have like a limited amount of relic slots that we're able to have. And then we open this up for a reward. We've got the Blaze Gem. I feel like we've seen these before. We've already had the Lightning Amulet. Blaze Bullet is a low chance to additionally fire a Flame Bullet that pierces enemies, dealing 100% fire damage. Current weapons elemental damage plus 12%. Let's go for the Blaze Gem. And then we've got 3 more slots. I'm assuming it won't scroll, so we have to choose our relics carefully, or else we're kind of screwed. Although we can drop some relics if we want. I don't know if we want to. We might keep them for now. I don't know if I want to deal with them. Oh, we can dismantle them. Alright. And we can get 2 stacks of growth. And then dismantling this for growth as well. Okay, that's pretty nice. This game seems to be causing my computer to heat up a little bit, and I unfortunately don't like that. Alright, we've got the 2 choices again. We've got the mystery box, and we've got the coin. We've got a lot of coins right now, so let's go for the mystery box. There are going to be some more enemies to kill. I already see the icons over there. Alright, we got some corrosion there, which is very nice. Some more enemies. There's one coming. Oh, that's a big one. That almost looks like an Iron Maiden, but I don't think that was it. Have we got anything else? No, that was it. Alright, and then we open up the chest for just some regular ones. Lightweight parts, bullet damage plus 30%. Steadfast amulet, bullets additionally deal 30% sub-weapons elemental damage. And then charge boots, and just overload for 2 seconds while dodging. While in dodge. You know what? Let's go for that one, I suppose. And then we'll move to up here. We only get 1 choice. So maybe this is like a... Maybe this is a shop. No. Yeah, it is a shop, and we've also got the healing there. So I suppose we can spend some on the healing. 85 seems to be okay. And then we've got the lightweight parts we've already seen. Executioner's Axe. When you attack enemies with health below 50%, bullet damage equals 100%. Embarkation, physical damage is permanently increased by 3%. Okay. Triggers when entering a new stage. Terminal bullets, your final shot damage is increased by 50%. Okay. Let's see. Thunder Spike Head, when shooting, there is a 5% chance to directly trigger disruption. Alright, Demon Hunter Crossbow, and then Cheetah Potion. Movement speed, permanently 20%. I kinda like the axe. Let's go for the axe. Do I want to get anything else? No, I might save my coin. Maybe we're coming across the final boss now. Let's see. Okay, what we got here? There's a big area. Oh, dear. Hi! I have no idea what that says. For some reason, I thought it was going to be in English. Okay, get rid of this, get rid of this. Oh dear. Here comes the bullet hell. I forgot to, like, I keep forgetting to use this. Oh, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Was there any contact damage when I hit that thing? I have no idea. Okay, nearly dead. Ilya is dead. Alright, that was not too bad. Oh, Ilya's second form. Or Ella's second form, sorry. Just a little bit more. Careful. Don't want to get hit by the Phoenix. Did I get hit by the Phoenix? I don't know. I mean, I do have a whole lot of shielding, so I think I'm okay. Oh boy. That's a lot of bullets. So we gotta be close right now. And I love that the transformation circle shows up next to their name. Alright, but that was it. That was very nice. We've got what's the thing? Okay, I have no idea what that reads. Holy Sun Crystal Bottle. The crystal bottle engraved with the emblem of the Church of the Holy Sun looks very delicate. Upon closer inspection, some purple liquid still remained inside. Okay. We've got Identified Epic Relic. Sunlight Rose, Diffusing Frost, and Molten Explosive. What's a Sunlight Rose? Ignition can now deal critical hits. When Ignition deals critical hits, reduce your battle skill cooldown by 2 seconds. Fire weapons hit cause enemies to accumulate ignition buildup. That's not useful for us because we don't have any ignition weapons. Diffusing Frost might help though. When triggering freeze, apply another random transmutation to the target. And then Molten Explosive. When carried, grants 20 stacks of Ember. Increases your final damage by 1%. Fire damage plus 20%. That doesn't help us. Let's go for Diffusing Frost. So let's see here. Eventually we're going to run out of stuff. Then we got the bullet, Rapid Heating. When shooting, there is a chance to grant 1 stack of heating up. Each stack adds 1% critical damage, stacking up to 20 times. Battle skill removes all heating up stacks and fires guaranteed critical flame arrow, dealing 300 fire battle skill damage to enemies in the area. For each stack removed, the flame arrow gains plus 2% critical damage. And then lightning shooter, lightning damage plus 15%. I mean, I don't need any of these. So, I'm probably just going to dismantle. Alright, now how about the unidentified weapon? Signal Marker Gun. The Glacier I've already seen, but the Signal Marker Gun. A fire bullet damage, 13. We might, we'll grab this, but we're gonna swap it out for this. Yes. And then... Okay. So we can do regular shots. Or we could build it up for just a regular shot. Okay. I wish I had, like, a description of what the weapons actually do. But we might get rid of the Eagle Eye. And then we've got the Tarot cards. The Star, when you take a fatal hit, restores 100% of your health, then destroys the card. The World Reversed, when you permanently gain Ember, Growth, or Armor, gain at most 1 stack. When you permanently gain Ember, the other 2 gain 1 stack. Okay. Then the Hermit. If there is no unit, ally, or enemy in 300 radius around you, fire rate plus 50%. Enemies approaching you will be knocked back. This effect takes 3 seconds to cool down. Maybe we should go for the Hermit. Because I don't think I'm going to be lasting too long. Even though this is still going. Oh, look, you're back. And you're an enhancement merchant. Oh, okay, you're the enhancement merchant, and you just restore 30 health, but you don't have any cost. That's pretty awesome. Now, what about you? Injured Elena. Judging by your outfit, you're a hunter too, right? Do you know any safe place around here? I need to rest a bit. Introduce the camp to Elena. Thank you for saving me. I'm Elena. See you at the camp. Okay. And what about the enhancement merchant? We can enhance this stuff if we wanted. We've got a lot of upgrade parts. Signal Marker. It doesn't say what it upgrades to, though. I don't have any comparisons to look for. It doesn't give me any. I just have to hope that what I upgrade is going to be fine. Let's do space. Yeah, I wish I had like a comparison to tell me what I'm getting when I'm upgrading this, because I just have to hope for the best at this point, and that's not really good. So that makes me not want to spend any of my my parts. All right, so we've got a next bit here, but can we actually? I guess the only way we can go into the hub is if we lose. We could try losing on purpose. We'll do a little bit more. And then we might stop and unalive ourselves. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. I have no idea what I was doing then. Oh, that was a big shot. I might move back to this. Oh, these guys have some serious lock-on abilities. Dead there. Okay, I think that is it for them. And then we move over here to the crate. will give us either a lightning crossbow or an ice lance launcher. Now, this one's a rare one. Again, I don't have any comparisons to look at, which is very annoying. I just have to drop it and then look at it. It does have a higher DPS, less of a build-up on the frost bullet damage, but it has heavy hit chance and critical chance. So I suppose we could give this a go. Yeah, I think it might be fine. And now we've got the choice of coin or bullets. I don't think we've gone to any of the bullet doors, so let's go for that one this time. What this game really needs in the options is something to actually differentiate between menu sounds and the sound effects. Because well, actually, I shouldn't even be hearing the rain, which is the rain and the wind, which is pretty much constant throughout the entirety of this game. It's overloading the sounds, and I can't really sync myself up when they are going, especially when I've got the game paused. Alright, what are these enemies now? Well, that first shot is just amazing. I wonder if they're, like, really, really, I've already completely forgotten the word. I wonder if their lock-on is, like, really that good. And I actually have to hide behind something. Okay, what have we got here? We've got weapon parts. Revival, bullet damage plus 60%. And then Siege, full charge, the shot's critical chance, 20. Maybe Revival. But I don't know if I want to use it, so I might just dismantle it. And then we've got the same shtick again. We've got Mystery Box and Coin. We're doing well for Coin. Let's go for Mystery Box again. And now for these guys. I just gotta keep a little bit more aware of my armor. I wasn't aware then, and I got myself blown to almost bits by those explosive barrels. At least the shots are slow enough that I'm able to dodge them, like bullet hell should be. But they're taking, quite... Okay, well, I got hit then, and now my armor is gone. Now, what is up here? We've got a regular box. Okay, Charge Boots, Guardian Ring, grants 2 armor. Corrupted Blood, when shooting, there is a low chance to fire 5 blood orbs that automatically track the nearest enemies, each dealing 60% acid damage. I might go for that one, actually. But I'll have to swap it for something. I don't know what I want to swap it for. Let's go for Thorn Bullets, and then we'll dismantle it for some coins. Now, we've got a new and unique doorway this time. This one has an icon of... I'm guessing this is probably a mini-boss. Either that or it's some sort of champion. Well, let's take it and see what it's like. And if it ends up being bad, we'll probably drop everything and die. Okay, a lot of enemies today. I'll just try to increase my chances. There's a lot of thorns in the way. Okay, we're getting damaged a bit. Ow. Oh boy. I'm guessing that was a challenging one. Nearly dead. Nearly all of them are dead. Quest objective, powerful monsters have invaded. I'm guessing that was the one that I was trying to defeat. And then we just got a regular box. And inside that box, ooh, just 2 unidentified relics. Alright, Swamp Fang, Devour Heat Necklace, which might be good for our Frost one, and then Fire Mark. When carried, grants 10 stack of Ember, each stack of Ember. I feel like I've seen that one before. The damaging bullet... Next damaging bullet applies Blizzard, triggering freeze. I suppose we'll go for that one. Do I want to swap it with anything I currently have? Let me see. Maybe the Charge Boots? And then the unidentified relic here, we've got a Charge Boots again. Chaos Orb, when bullets deal damage, there is a chance to trigger Electric Ring. Applies disruption to all enemies within the Electric Ring. And then Charge Electric Sword. When killing enemies, enters Overload for 2 seconds, while an Overload battle skill damage I suppose we could grab that one. We'll replace it with maybe the Blaze Gem. Okay, I think we've done enough for time, so let's consider ending our life on this run and seeing what happens when we go to the, oh. Okay, I'm just going to ignore you. Do I want any of this giant meteor? Nah, we'll ignore that. We're going to see what happens when we lose all sorts of... Are we actually going to be able to lose anything? Oh, there we go. Now, that'll be an easy one to die to. Oh, that kickback is immense. I didn't realize we were going to be battling that that monster house from Final Fantasy VII. Okay, it should be an easy one to die to, and there we go. Defeat. And that was it. Battle run duration 27 minutes and 18 seconds. Okay, got some squad skill points, and this is where we come to the select. What do you mean select? Oh, that's it. So I guess that all of these characters might be people that we find in the field, and once we tell them to go to the camp, then we can play as them. And I'm guessing these ones are just the ones that we still have to find, I'm assuming? I'm guessing that's what it is. So maybe we'll have access to, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess we have access to, we'll have access to 5 characters, but in this demo, we apparently have access to 4. We've done quite a lot in the demo, which is pretty nice. Okay, I think for time's sake, we'll probably stop the episode here. Alright, so that is our first impressions of the demo for Pass the Fear. Graphically, it looks pretty good, but mechanically, it looks pretty damn rough. It has a little bit of good animation to it, but for some reason, it's kind of reminding me of our Darker Purpose for some reason, so it does feel a little bit rough. Sound options need to be manipulated a little bit. I think it needs an extra option, or at least make sure that the environmental sounds are not showing up when you pause the game. The combat is pretty alright. I don't mind the items. I love the fact that we have 2 different guns that we're able to swap out with other things, including itself and the bullet attachment at the very end. I love the fact that we have like 10 relics, which is probably better than Vampire Survivors, where you only get like 6. For a simple roguelite game, it is pretty nice. I just feel like a lot more work needs to be done in terms of polishing and also for localization, because it's still like Chinese or Japanese characters meddling themselves within the game, so that might need to be fixed. If you want to try this game out for yourself, Steam does have a demo for this on their store page, so give it a download and see what it's like. So, thank you so much for stumbling onto one of the most average gaming channels out there. Like and subscribe for more, check the corresponding playlists, any of the recommended, or any of the links below. I'm the Average Rook, and I shall see you in the next episode. Until then, take it easy, and have a good rest of the day.